This route, winding from Pietermaritzburg in the east to the majestic Uhlamba Drakensberg Mountains in the west, recently won the SA Tourism Award for the best scenic beauty in KZN.
The cultural, natural and historical wealth of the Midlands rivals some of the best spots in South Africa. Today, we're here in the heart of KwaZulu-Natal at the Midlands Meander, at the very site that Nelson Mandela was captured. My adventure is about to begin.
Managing the artists, restaurants, hotels and museums that feature along the way is a privilege for Marion Evans.
It's easy to understand why this region is so easy to promote.
Absolutely, Chris. First of all, it is only 4.5 hours from Johannesburg by car, 1.5 hours from Durban. It is known for its scenic beauty. It's a countryside destination full of really wonderful people. You'll get to see the artistry of the Midlands, ziplining, conferences, day spas, and those are reasons to come to the Midlands.
It was a handful of artists and crafters who conceptualized the Meander in 1985, and their emerging artist program continues to support new talent like Muzi and Lela.
Muzi, from what I can see, your artwork looks really fantastic. What inspires you, and can you talk us through some of your artwork?
Okay, so here I'm just using acrylic on canvas. I do beautiful landscapes as I want to paint detail the beauty of our Midlands Meander. That work that you saw of two houses, I just wanted to show the struggle of our people in the Midlands. The one with the boy is called Fundanenja. Fundanenja means training with the dog. So there's an initiative of the project in Popomeni Township where SPCA is teaching boys to look after their dogs and to love them. So that's what inspired me to do that kind of work.
A strong social conscience also marks the art of Mpumelelo beadworks. Using recycled glass beads as their medium, their portraits and jewelry are exported internationally.
This portrait of Tata Madiba is really fantastic. How long does it take to do something like that?
To make this piece of Tata, it takes us 3 months. We use 3 packets of beads. There's a silver, white, and black.
What are you busy with now?
There's some big commissions like the artwork from the Mandela Hospital in Johannesburg. Our big target is Apartheid Museum. We're doing these Mandela portraits.
Ladies, it's time for me to continue my adventure. Salani gahle.
Just outside Howick, these 50 steel columns demand your attention, and tour guide Ayanda Myandeni explains their significance.
Why is it important for people to visit the site?
It's very important for South Africans to come on the site so that they can learn about their history, where they come from, how did these leaders achieve the democracy, how we became a rainbow nation. The history goes back when Mandela was being captured by the apartheid security police in the year 1962, August the 5th. So when Mandela came to report to Chief Luthuli about his Africa trip, he was captured here on this site, on this road, the R103. He was posing as a chauffeur. Then in 2012, that is when this site was officially opened for the public.
The sculpture by artist Marco Cianfinelli is a defining feature. Its columns represent Nelson Mandela's imprisonment, and seen together, they make a lasting impression.
So there's a rectangle mark here where you stand at a distance of 35 meters away. That's where you stand and have a nice proper view of the sculpture.
Ah, there it is. Wow, that is absolutely superb. We were driving around here earlier and I couldn't see a face. They said you were going to see Nelson Mandela's face, but you have to be on this exact spot to be able to see Tata Madiba in his full splendor.
Many surprises reveal themselves along this route, and the Sycamore Avenue tree houses are among the most scenic. It was at the turn of the millennium that Bruce Atwood thought of building these, and Gary Else is now their custodian.
Gary, this is such a good idea. How did it all come about?
Well, we have been in business for 18 years. My Aunt Gloria and Bruce started the business, and then I took it over for my daughters. And we've been running it for 9 years. And if you come here, the unique experience that we have, because we're outside of town, we're not just a normal B&B. We have an in-house chef that prepares the most gorgeous meals, and you enjoy your stay in the treehouse.
The focus of the Meander is on experiential tourism, and here you get to stay in living works of art. An added draw are Gary's guided tours of the stars, and the tree houses put on quite a display themselves.
Gary, why is this one your favorite?
We find that when everybody comes here, and the first treehouse that they stay in, that becomes their favorite. And I was lucky enough that this was the first treehouse that I stayed in. And so it's become my favorite and always an enjoyment. It's 3 stories. This is the bottom story. Over here we have a lounge and a lovely fireplace. This fireplace is so effective, it warms up right throughout the treehouse, and you're as warm as toast when you sleep here in winter.
You can feel the time and love that went into creating this.
Watch the stairs, Chris. You've got to hold on to the banisters. So this is the middle room, Chris. It's a family sleeper, and it has its own indoor shower. But of course, the highlight of fantasy is the spa in the sky. This is a lovely romantic getaway. And look, when you're in the spa, look at the lovely view that you have by having a jacuzzi there.
There is a human personality in the woodwork and every quirk of the design. They feel like alpine chalets out of a children's fairy tale. And there's plenty of spoiling too.
Each got a different theme. Another one called Bottle actually has the jacuzzi inside the bedroom and the shower on the outside. And then we have another family unit called Planetarium. It has the theme of planets on the top floor and aquarium on the bottom floor. And then we have our faraway treehouse. It's stuck away in a wonderful, secluded place, very popular with the honeymooners, and of course has some of the most beautiful views of the mountains, and the sunsets here are something else. Really, they are something else, Chris.
These products of Bruce Atwood's imagination are a favourite with couples coming to the Midlands for weddings.
Bruce, talk me through some of your creativity when building these tree houses and some of the architectural design.
Well, I don't know if you can call it architecture, but I was given a book called Architecture Without an Architect, and that's what we did. And we cut the planks from dead trees on the property so as not to harm the environment. And our belief was using materials which would otherwise degrade and rot, it gives them a new life. And as we carried on, so we learned. And we became more and more fancy as we gained confidence. It was wonderful. It was a wonderful time of my life.
A wise man with a childlike spirit. Bruce, great job.
Thank you.
This house is named after the flying horse of Greek mythology and comes complete with a medieval spiral staircase that only love, time and dedication could have built.
Welcome to KwaZulu Pegasus. This is where I'm going to be staying. I've always wanted to stay in a treehouse ever since I watched Jack with Robin Williams, and I finally get to live my dream. Come on in. Check this out. If there's a tower, there's got to be Rapunzel. Where you at, Rapunzel? Not yet. Okay, moving on swiftly. Attention to detail, fantastic. These pillars here that keep the stairs together, so solid. And then obviously what makes up the dome, these pieces of wood, really fantastic. Whoa. And that is why you have these handles here. Safety first. Open and close doors gently. It's not your ordinary treehouse. This treehouse, in fact, is a luxury treehouse. Let's see. All right, here we go. Woo! And there we have it. Oh, look at that. This Pegasus right there. Very cool. And then, of course, this is no ordinary treehouse. This is absolute luxury, and it's all mine. The craftsmanship, the attention to detail, these guys have really made a good effort, and I must say that this is the best treehouse I've ever seen. High beam ceilings, everything is 100% perfect. Perfect.
There are 5 different Meander routes you can follow, which means you can visit 5 years in a row, and every time will be like the first time.